In the previous lectures, we see the OC curve. So now in today's lecture, we are going to see AQL, LTPD and such type of definitions. So first of all, what is meant by AQL? So AQL is acceptable quality level. So a consumer often establishes a sampling plan for a continuing supply of components or raw material with reference to an acceptable quality level. That is means AQL. So what is AQL represents? So AQL represents the poorest level of quality for the supplier's process that the consumer would consider to be acceptable as a process average. Now we have to keep in mind that AQL is a property of the supplier's manufacturing process and it is not a property of sampling plan. The consumer will often design the sampling procedure so that the OC curve give a high probability of acceptance at the AQL. So the AQL is not usually intended to be a specification on the product, nor is it a target value for the supplier's production process. So what is it? Then it is the simply a standard against which to judge the lots. It is simply a standard against which is judge the lots. It is hoped that the supplier's process will operate at a fallout level that is considerably better than the AQL, and AQL is denoted by generally small p1. So this is the acceptable quality level and it is generally in the order of 1% or 2%. Then next definition is lot tolerance percent defective means LTPD. So what is meant by LTPD? So generally the consumer will also be interested in order to end of the OC curve, that is in the protection that is obtained for individual lots of poor quality, for individual lots of poor quality. So in such situations where the lot may be of poor quality, the consumer may establish the LTPD means lot tolerant percent defective. So what is meant by LTPD? So LTPD is the poorest level of quality that the consumer is willing to accept in an individual lot. So what is LTPD? LTPD is the poorest level of quality that the consumer is willing to accept in an individual lot. Now here again note one thing that the lot tolerance percent defective is not a characteristic of a sampling plan, but it is a level of lot quality specified by the consumer. And the alternate names are RQL means rejectable quality level and LQL means limiting quality level. It is possible to design acceptance sampling plan that gives specified probabilities of acceptance at the point LTPD. Now sometimes while we constructing the OC curve, it was assumed that the samples come from a large lot or that we are sampling from a stream of lots selected at random from a process. So what is our consideration? Our consideration is that the lot is random, sample is randomly selected, or the samples are come from the large lot. So in these type of situations we use the binomial distribution, and it is the exact probability distribution for calculating the probability of lot acceptance. Now we generally aware about the consumer's risk and producer's risk. So what is meant by consumer's risk? Consumer's risk means generally it is a type 2 error. So while testing hypotheses, procedures are quite useful in many types of statistical quality control problems. Means statistical quality control problem, we test the hypothesis. So to test a hypothesis, we take a random sample from the population under study and compute the appropriate test statistic. Then either we decide that to reject the hypothesis or accept the hypothesis. And this set of values which we select or which the gives the test statistic leading to rejection of H naught is called as critical region or the rejection region for the test. So there are generally two types of errors. First one is type 1 error. So what is meant by type 1 error? Type 1 error means the null hypothesis is rejected when it is actually true. It is also known as the consumer's risk. And what is type 2 error? So type 2 error is the accepting a lot which is false. So it is producer's risk. So generally consumer's risk is denoted by beta and producer's risk is denoted by alpha. So thus, the power is the probability of correctly rejecting H naught. So what is meant by power? Power is the probability correctly or H naught rejecting H naught correctly. It is known as power. So in quality control work, alpha is sometimes called as we know, producer's risk and beta is consumer's risk. Because, so why it is called so? So because it denotes the probability that a good lot will be rejected or the probability that a process producing acceptable values of a particular quality characteristic will be rejected as performing unsatisfactory. Means when it is performed unsatisfactorily, we will reject the characteristic. So and next is beta means consumer's risk. So why it is called as so? Because it denotes the probability of accepting a lot of poor quality or allowing a process that is operating in an unsatisfactory manner relative to some quality characteristic to continue in operation. So this is the type 1 error and type 2 error, generally known as consumer's risk and producer's risk. Now the general procedure in hypothesis testing is to specify a value of the probability of type 1 error, that is alpha, and then to design a test procedure so that a small value of probability of type 2 error is obtained. So we can directly control or choose the alpha risk, and the beta risk is generally a function of sample size and which is controlled indirectly. So beta can be controlled. The larger is the sample size used in the test, the smaller is the beta. What is meant by beta? Beta is the consumer's risk. Now previous we already seen that what is meant by OC curve. So this is the type of OC curve. Now we see the points on the OC curve. So what is P0 here? Sorry, PAP here. So this OC curve shows the points. So what is PA of 0? This is PA of 0, which is 1. Means if the lot contains no defectives or 0 defectives, then the lot is always accepted. So therefore its probability is 1. So probability of accepting lot is 1 when there are or there is no defective or 0 defectives. Then PA1, which is 0. So why it is 0? If lot contains 100% defective, here is 0 defectives, and here 100% defectives. So no one is willing to accept such type of lots where there are 100% defectives. So it means that the lot is surely rejected. Therefore, probability of accepting a lot is 0. Now next is PA1, which is 1 minus alpha, means this probability. This is the probability of accepting a lot of quality P1. Probability of accepting a lot of quality P1, which is equals to 1 minus probability that rejecting a lot of quality P1, which is nothing but 1 minus producer's risk. And we know that producer's risk is denoted by alpha, therefore which is equal to 1 minus alpha. And the last point is PA of P2, means this point, so which is equals to beta, means consumer's risk. So what is meant by consumer's risk? Consumer's risk is the probability of accepting a lot of quality P2. Accepting a lot of quality P2. This is the points. These are the points on OC curve, and this curve shows that producer's risk and how we locate or identify the producer's risk and consumer's risk. On x-axis, what is there on x-axis? Lot quality, and on y-axis probability of acceptance. Now here AQL is equals to 0.05, alpha is equals to 1 minus 0.9, means 0.1, beta is equals to 0.10, and LTPD, which is equals to 0.2. So what it indicates? So if lot quality P such that 0 to 0.5 means that the lot is of good quality. Lot is of good quality. Then second one is, if this probability is 0.05 to 0.2, so the lot is of poor quality, still it can be tolerated. Poor quality which is tolerated, which can be tolerated. And third one is, if the lot quality is 0.2 and above, then the lot is of bad quality and which cannot be tolerated. And which cannot be tolerated. So these are the points on OC curves where we can easily identify the producer's risk and consumer's risk. Now next is single sampling plan. So what is meant by single sampling plan? Single sampling plan is described by the size of a random sample small n and the acceptance number small c. Now suppose lot size is capital N and sample size is small n, then these are some steps or few steps which easily shows that how single sampling plan works. So if we select a random sample of size small n and we find the particular number of defectives, if the number of defective are less than or equal to c, then we accept the lot, and if greater than c, then we reject the lot. Now suppose we wish to construct a sampling plan such that the probability of acceptance is 1 minus alpha for lots with fraction defective P1 and probability of acceptance is beta for lots with fraction defective P2. Now assuming the binomial sampling appropriate, we see that the sample size n and the acceptance number c are the solutions to these equations. So these are the equations. If lot size is capital N, which is large, then the distribution of number of defectives D in a random sample of size small n items is a binomial with parameters n and p. And we know that what is the PMA for binomial distribution? NCX p raised to x q raised to n minus x. Here D is number of defective and this is the probability, and this is example. So this is the graph of the example. PAP, these are the values 0.05, 0.1, 0.15, 0.20 and so on. This is the OC curve with n equal to 5 and c equal to 1. So we easily see that for probability 1, lot quality is good, and for decreasing probability the lot quality also goes on increasing. If lot quality is poor, then probability of accepting is become very low. Now design of a single sampling plan. Suppose we wish to construct a sampling plan such that the probability of acceptance is 1 minus alpha for lots with fraction defective P1 and the probability of acceptance is beta for the lots with fraction defective P2, and n and c are such that, so this is 1 minus alpha and this is beta. Probability that D is less than or equal to C under the condition that P equal to P1, means if we get these number of fraction defective, then probability of acceptance is 1 minus alpha, and if it is P2, then it is beta. So in other words, summation D equal to 0 to n, this is also binomial distribution summation 0 to c, and here alpha is the consumer's risk and beta is the producer's risk.